You can do it. Are we live? Are we live? Ooh, it says we're 6 seconds into live. Okay. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Dip in Time. I am Rhonda and I'm really glad to be here. Really warm because it's very warm outside. So hopefully you can hear me. Hello, Nuts. I am so sorry to hear that you are having a really bad headache today. I am glad you are resting. So I'm just going to get going with this. I'm trying to cover this one spot in the overhead light. If I sit up really straight, which I'm not very tall, but hello, Rachel. How are you? Really? Okay, that light is really driving me nuts. I'm going to see if I can fix that. See if I can move my chair over. Stop wiggling the table around. Okay. How are you guys? I wasn't here. No, I did a live. I did a post last week. I didn't do a live. My son had baseball, so that is where I was. And I am doing a live today, and it is Get to Know Me. What makes Rhonda Rhonda? Rebecca tagged me to answer these questions. So I'm going to give some answers. Let me bring up the questions and we will do this. Now, again, this is a non-judgment free zone. And whatever works for you, do it. Okay? Dipper is asleep in our file cabinet in the bottom drawer. So she might come out now that I'm talking. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so these questions are from Michaela Renee, and Rebecca decided she was going to tag me. And I think these questions are really good. Some of them are actually like thought-stopping. So I'm going to give you an honest answer. You guys let me know if or how you would answer these questions. So there's 25. And the first question is, how many diamond paintings have you completed? Now, thankfully, I had these questions because I had to go look it up because I don't keep track of mine. The number of diamond paintings I have done, I've completed from start to finish, is 37. The second, so I can't believe it's 37. And then part of me is like, it's only been 37? So yeah, there's a little bit of judgment there for myself, but 37 is the answer. How many diamond paintings have you guys done? Number 2, mine that says I have completed 90. Wow, you're like 3 times me. Okay, I have some work to get caught up on. Number 2, how many diamond paintings do you currently have in your stash? Again, I had no idea. I had to go find them. Now, they're all in one general location. That's where I store them. But I also have a couple of them up here waiting for events to come up or for some drills to come in. Hello, Liz. How are you? I was going to tag you, but I also saw that Liz says, I have a channel, but I don't post. I only post on Facebook and Instagram. So I was thinking of posting and having like all you guys do this. But I'll be nice. Just this one time. Okay, so the question was, how many diamond paintings do you currently have in your stash? I thought I had a lot more. I came up with 69. Now, I know that's a really weird number for many, many reasons, which we're not going to go to. But I have 69. That's an odd number, but I guess if I've only completed 37, that's about a third of my stash. Maybe. Anyways, I also have some work to do to get to the 3 digits, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Mutnut says I have 155 for now. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Like, personally, for me, I don't care how many you have in your stash, as long as you like them and you enjoy them. Really? It could be a lot worse. We could be doing other things besides buying diamond paintings, right? It says doing good. Doing so good, but melting in this triple digit heat. Oh, I'm feeling you, Liz. I'm feeling you. It's been really warm where I am in Calgary, Alberta. We go by Celsius, but it's like mid to high 30s, which is hot. And we're on a water restriction still because they fixed the pipe, but they have found some things that are not holding. So anyways, okay, so number 3. So 1, I've done 37 paintings. I have 69 in my stash. Third question is, when did you begin diamond painting? Tell us your DP backstory. Okay, so, Rachel says, I have 10, LOL. Hey, you're in the double digits, woohoo! That's awesome. Okay, Liz says, you go, girl, you can't have too many diamond paintings. I think I have around 50 in my stash. Yeah, so, to each their own. We all start at different times, right? So, how did I start diamond painting? Well, I actually had to go back and take a look. It was December 2021. So it was after the initial pandemic started. My daughter actually got me a colorful elephant to start with. No, it wasn't an elephant. It was a colorful giraffe. They both are very tall. Okay, I know. One's bigger, one's skinnier. Anyways, it was a giraffe. And it was actually an activity where I could stop long enough to actually do work and complete it. Before then, there were things going on in my life, and crafts were not a top priority. So this actually gave me time to see something come to life with color, something I could do that was manageable, and it started to reactivate my creativity piece. And I was like, ooh, this was fun. Now I want another, because it was only like a 30 by 40. So, and then I started seeing YouTubes, and I saw this painting by Josephine Wall. And I didn't know who Josephine Wall was at the time, but I just loved this painting, and I found it on DStash in my city, and I had to have it. So, question 4. How did you guys get started, by the way? I just see Mutnut says, but some are my boyfriend. He keeps some here for when he comes here. Exactly. Like, we are a curator of art, right? Mutnut says it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit today and storms. Ooh, yeah, storms are not nice. Liz says 10 is a good amount, Rachel. I can't wait until I work through mine and get back there. I agree with you, Liz. And part of me is like, I don't know what I would do if I only had 10. I don't know. And yet I know when I finally hit 10, or when I hit like 5, I was like, ooh. Mutt says, I've been diamond painting 4 years and will have to tell the story in my next life. Oh, please do, Mutt Nuts. Please do. Liz says, I will take 73 and Storm. Hopefully you are away from Burrell territory. Yeah, that Storm. So diamond painting, think about this, Rhonda, think about this. The principal diamond painter, Kara, is going through it, and she just got her power back. Okay, Liz says, Rhonda, I'm in love with your elephant that you're going to be blinging up. That is going to be epic. Ooh, do I have something to tell you about that? Remind me. Okay. So that is East Coast in Maryland. Okay, everybody just stay safe, okay? Okay, so number 4. If you could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of your life, who would you purchase from and why? I'm pausing because I don't have one diamond painting company I go to. And while that may have been part of the reason why I started, and why I have a good number from Diamond Art Club, I go with paintings. And then I cross my fingers and I cross my toes that they are a good company. Because everyone has to start out somewhere. They have to start out somewhere. So honestly, I don't have one. And if I could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of my life, I would be really, really sad. And I would really savor the paintings I have right now. Honest answer. But that's Amazon because I am broke, LOL. Yeah, you know what? I get it. And that's part of the reason why I've slowed down is I'm trying to get over that FOMO, that fear of missing out, and really being particular about what I like because I'm going to be working on it. Okay, so question number 5. When diamond painting, what is your go-to media to consume? For examples, audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube, etc. My main go-to when I diamond paint is audiobooks. I can put them on and I get in the flow and I listen to audiobooks. Most of the audiobooks I listen to are murder mysteries. That says TV, YouTube, or music. Yep. So if I don't have an audiobook that I am currently listening to, I will catch up on my YouTube replays. And sometimes I will put a show on, something that doesn't require me to actually pay attention to all the details. Because if it's one that I have to follow, forget it. It's just background noise. So whatever works for you. Some people can actually diamond paint outside. And I'm like, you go. You got it. And some people are inside. Rachel says Hulu or YouTube. Yeah. And it's actually really easy when you, if you find a Hulu show or a YouTube or a podcast that you haven't watched, and you can just binge listen to it. Okay. Let's see. Question 6. What is your favorite category for diamond painting? For example, landscapes, fantasy, animals, etc. What's my favorite category? That's a tough question. I think it would be easier to say I'm not into the big eye girls. I'm not into the cartoony. I'm not into the dark arts. I'm not really into portrait faces. It is more of, I like a combination of different things. So I'm working on my elephant, or I will be working on my elephant. I have landscapes. I like landscapes. I like nature. I like fun, colorful things. That's kind of me. Mine that says, I am working on a canvas with my boyfriend and we have music going and talking. Yes. Yes. Mine that says anything but creepy clowns. Oh, I'm so with you. Yeah. Mutton nuts have eyeballs. Rachel says, I enjoy fantasy mythicals. Yes. Yep. Yep. There's quite a few people like have different tastes and they're all great because it's a personal choice, right? There's no judgment. Number 7, what is the artist or who is the artist you have completed the most diamond paintings from? Okay, so of my 37, I don't think I have completed any diamond paintings from any one artist more than once. Just me. Because I have depends on what kind of mood I'm in, right? So while I may have a couple from certain artists, I haven't finished multiples of one artist, if that makes sense. Because there's just so many artists out there. Question 8. Who is the artist you own the most diamond paintings from? Okay, interesting question. Now I had to go look for this one because I don't go by artists, I go by images. Rachel says Hannah Lynn. Yes, so many people love Hannah Lynn. I like her work. It's not my personal style, but there are some, like I love the way she positions them and the characters that she puts in with them. I'm right with you guys. So the one I have, and I had to go take a look for this one. I have a tie. So all of these artists I have 2 paintings from each of these. So of course, Josephine Wall, Adrian Chesterman, Stacy Deal, Cindy Amory, and Stellar Designs. So that's 5 artists I have where I have 2 from each. Josephine Wall, I've completed 1. Adrian, I've completed 1. Cindy, I've completed 1. Stellar Designs is my elephant. And Stacy Deal will be my ostrich one next. Get your weird on. So that's all I've done so far. So Liz says that is impressive. I think Mandy Manzano is, did I say that right? Mandy Manzano is the most for me. That's another one that everyone really loves. And they're really interesting. I don't have any of hers. But that says most of my canvases are from Amazon, so not really have a fave artist or own any buy. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I have Amazon ones as well. And, I don't think anybody needs to shame anybody or even mention it because it's what we can afford. And, there's times where I can't, I find something and I don't realize it's licensed. Hello, Jen. How are you? I find something and I'm really drawn to it. And I don't know if it's licensed or if it's copyright or copy free. If I get it and I find it's actually not copyrighted, I will give credit to the artist. And because even that way you're getting them out into the world, you're letting people know about their art. That's important as well. Liz says, I discovered Hannah Lynn too late. Liz says, I wish she was still with DAC. Now, from what I know, Hannah Lynn is with Art and Soul. And Bella Arts diamonds will have some as well. There won't be the same paintings. From my understanding, the Hannah Lynn's will be done in like collections. So like all the like fairy tale ones will be together. All the other types will be together. So it's done as a collection. Okay. Manette says, I have a few I want and was gifted, but not sure who they're by without my list in front of me. Cat Fedora. Yes, that's another one. I'm just learning about Cat Fedora and I'm like, ooh, interesting. And that's why we need to share who we're working, the images we're working on, so people can learn like there's other ones out there, right? So, I found hers on Mini-Made. Right on. I know I have a Chuck too. Yeah, Chuck Penson. See, I'm actually getting to learn about artists through this. Jen from DPA Addiction Adventure says, we have a surprise coming about her. Hint, hint. Ooh, exciting. Oh. Okay, so next question. Question number 9. What is your go-to wax when diamond painting? Do you go to putty? If you use neither, what is your go-to? Pink wax? Mine's pink wax. I haven't learned how to use the other ones, if I'm being honest, and I just want to diamond paint. And as you will learn later, I actually don't use a lot of pink wax. You'll understand that when I say that. Okay, and I know other people, they love like the alien putty, they use museum wax, they use like the mud. Boogers. Okay, I need to know. No, not boogers. Well, that may stick your drills to your pen. I don't think you want to do that. Hello, Anita. How are you? Manette says, depends on my mood. I use wax and putties. And and that's good because it depends on my mood too. Depends on how it depends on how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, what's going on. Depends on how I diamond paint. That's just kind of what it is. Okay. Number 10. Okay. What do you do with your finished diamond paintings? Do you hang them, put them in a portfolio, or something else? Now, I know I don't have enough wall space for all my diamond paintings, but I love them. So what I try to do, if I have room, if not, let me explain that. When I finish one, I either hang it up in a certain spot or I drape it over something so I can look at it and enjoy it while I work on the next one, or if I take a break. The other things I have done is I have gifted my diamond paintings that are completed to people because it reminds me of them, or when I was working on it. Okay, brain fart. Part of the reason when I buy something, there's an inspiration, there's a connection to it. And I get it so I can think of that person or that place. Thanks, Liz, for stopping by. Liz says, I gotta go, but I'll catch the rest on replay. Excited to hear your answers. Oh, I want to hear what your answers are too, Liz. So yeah, dog slobber. Okay, well, that might get the drills, but they won't stick the drills. Just thinking. And I really don't want Dipper's nose on my drills. I'd be afraid that she'd sniff it up and get stuck. Dipper is our ferret. She's asleep in the bottom drawer. So I will gift them And if I don't gift them, I put them away so I can always go back and look at them. Okay, number 11. Do you like to open your kits right away, or do you keep them sealed until you're ready to work on them? Okay, great question. Ooh, Nita says I use glue dots in my single placer, but Nix's putty in my multiplacer. Yes, and I hear people do that too. They use different things in different holders. Good to know. So do you open your kits, or do you keep them sealed until you're ready to work on them? Now, me, it depends. It depends on the reason why I purchased the kit. If I've purchased a kit and I'm really, really excited about it, I have to open it. And I hope that it's for something I'm waiting to start. So I could get a package and I open it because there's an event coming up. I have lots of kits that are still sealed because I don't want to open them until I'm ready. And part of that is because if I open it, I get really excited about the kit that I want to start it. And then I'm beating myself up because I can't start it because I'm working on one already. So if I don't open it till later, then it gives me the chance to go with that feeling of, oh, wow, I want to kick this one up. You know what? I can't. So it just depends. So I have kits that are open and I have kits that are sealed. Most of my kits are sealed, unless it is like the elephant one where I was going to a retreat and I knew I wanted to bling it up, but I needed assistance with it. So I opened it so I could see it and share it and then wait for the event. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Jen, depends if I have to review them. That's another one. Sometimes you'll get something as a sneak peek, or companies asking you for a review, and there's usually like a time frame within that. So you need to open it, which makes total sense. And I've done that too, actually. I've had one from Fallen Gems where they asked me what I thought about it, and when it came, I felt a responsibility to actually open it and work on it because I wanted to give them honest feedback on it. And I didn't want them to have to wait. And then I forget about it. Matnet says, I open when I get them because I store drills separate and most canvases in a book or hung on a hanger. That's another really good reason. You know, not everybody stores their kits the same way. If you go watch Rebecca G, different Rebecca, Jen, then let me just take a quick gander. Because I'm having a brain fart again. I get those quite frequently. Rebecca G, and that is Sparkle Sanctuary. I'm going to make sure I got that one right. Where'd my questions go? Close that window. Oh, okay, I'm back. So it depends. Like Rebecca stores hers differently because of the space she has. So whichever way you store your kits and your drills and your canvases, go for it. There is no right way, wrong way. None whatsoever. Anita says, I opened them because I didn't have the room to store them in the boxes, but I also opened to see what the cover reminder was and the washi tape, LOL. Yes. And I have to say, Anita, I am one of those two. I'm like, what's my color reminder? What washi did I get? What color of pen did I get? Even if I might not use the pen, like what pen did I get? And I also know that I don't want to be one of those where I just open them all up and then go, now I have nothing for later. So I have lots to open now. And Jen says brain farts are the best because they don't stink. Right? Yeah. It's the silent and deadly ones you got to be careful of. Okay, question 12. What is your number one unicorn kit that if it was easy to obtain, you'd love to own it? Hello, Gail. How are you? My unicorn kit. I don't usually have unicorn kits, but I did have one. And it actually is the reason why I got hooked. When I started in 2021 and I saw what these diamond paintings could be, there was this image by Josephine Wall of Libra. And she is standing there with the scales. And on one side is all like land animals. And on the other side, it's all aquatic animals. And I was like, ooh, I want that. I need it. I was just being pulled to it. I'm also a Libra, so there's that connection. It also had like all the details and all the animals, and it made me look at it and just continue looking at it for different things. I was fortunate enough that in a Facebook marketplace in my town, someone was destashing it. Now, I didn't know what the destash word meant at that time, but I was able to get it. And then when I got it, I literally was like a kid in a candy store. Seriously, I got home, I pulled it out. I'm like, oh my God, these drills are so shiny. Like, like if you think about like Despicable Me, that little one is like, it's so fluffy, I could die. Well, it was so shiny. Yes, that was me. And to the point where I was like, honey, look, it's actually a canvas. It is soft. It is velvety. Like, oh my God, it's huge. My husband's like, yeah, that's nice. I'm like, no, you got to come and feel this. You have to feel this. He was like, okay. Whatever floats your boat. But that one got me hooked. It was a square. It was from DAC. It was my zodiac sign. I loved every piece of it. And then I realized who the artist was. That is what got me started. Lynn says, I think it would be wrong to store them by folding like fabric quarters, but otherwise you do you, boo. Exactly, right? And storing them, if you are going to store them, there's different ways of storing them. You can get like the canvas portfolio bags. You can put them in drawers and like lay them on top of each other. Like kind of like a museum. You can hang them, you can frame them. Some people roll them. I know I do some mine too. I roll them up. I also learned that when you roll a canvas that has drills on it, you fold it differently when it doesn't have drills on it. Same as the same as poured versus double-sided. There's so many things to learn. That says, I will have to snag these questions and answer them in one of my lives. Oh, yes. They're down in my description, so you can just copy and paste them. That's kind of what I did with Rebecca's. Hello, LNL Diamond Paintings arrives a bit late. No way. You are where you need to be. You're never late, according to me. That says, I got my unicorn. It's a John Wayne from Amazon. Yes. My boyfriend loves petting the canvases, LOL. Yes, I know. Like, they're so nice. So nice. Hi, Lee. How is Lenore? I was just watching your friend's gift. Okay. Which kit, this is question 13. Which kit in your stash are you most looking forward to working on? Well, that depends. Currently, it's my Egyptian elephant from Stellar Designs. You guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? I have this as a diamond painting. I am absolutely in love with it. Hello, Shay. Hello, hello, hello. And okay, good. I'm glad Lee's just saying Lenora is doing okay. And I just got my email receipt saying my bling order for this one has been fulfilled. They are finished with it and it is coming to me soon. So excited. So excited. So this one is from Rhinestone Goddess Creations. And it just blows me away. So that is the one I'm most looking forward to working on. Okay, question 14. Do you prefer confetti, color blocking, or a mix of both? Well, this is a no-brainer for me. Confetti all the way. And I know confetti can drive people nuts. When it's necessary confetti, I'm all for it. Love it. Color blocking. Sorry, can't do it. I tried. I can do small sections of color blocking. I have a Batman canvas, and I have tried to do it, and it's all 310s. And I packed it up and I put it away. I'll admit. Now, maybe if it was bright colors, that was color blocking, but I know I like the variety. I like the variety. Yeah. Manette says, I have a lot looking forward to working. Yeah. I'm like, when am I going to get them all done? I'm like, I will have time. I'm staying positive. Anita says, the elephant is gorgeous. Everyone's saying hello to Shay. Manette says both. So some confetti and some color blocking. Anita says, I think mine would be Moon Goddess. Ooh, that one is so pretty too. I have that one. That one's so pretty. Anita says, I love my confetti. Color blocking bores me. Yeah, for me, it's just mundane. I'm just. Are we finished yet? The other thing, like Rachel likes a mix. Yep. Lenora's loving her new craft. Now, one thing I heard from someone else, and forgive me, I cannot remember who it was, but they were talking about confetti versus color blocking, where confetti for them feels like they're moving faster and more progress, where color blocking, they feel like they're stuck in traffic. And I'm like, yeah, because it's kind of endless. It goes on and on and on, my friends, like the song that never ends. Where color blocking, I'm switching and I'm moving. So if you're in a traffic jam, but you're slowly moving, you feel like, okay, I'm getting somewhere, but you're really not. Whereas if I'm just stopped waiting for the 100 car train to go by, it feels like forever. And I love that analogy because I think that's true, at least for me. Okay, question 15. How do you pick which piece you want to work on next? For me, it's usually what I'm drawn to. One, I can't stop thinking about. It might be for an event coming up. And like I find if I've tried doing multiple events at one time, and it's just overwhelming for me, especially when there's lots of steps to it. And I just want to enjoy the diamond painting, but I want to do it with other people. Even if you're online, you're still people. So there may be times where I pull one out that I'm drawn to and I'm working on it. And then I just lose connection to it. Or I'm working on it, but it's not coming out quite the way I was anticipating it to come. And for the longest time, I would be like, no, trust the process. Trust the process. You got this. And I've been kind to myself because I would tell somebody else, don't force it. If it's not coming to you and you're not feeling comfortable about it, put it aside. And now that is what I'm doing. If I'm working on something and I'm just like, right, I've got that feeling, put it away, go do something else, and then come back later if I want to. Anita says, I usually don't work on something unless it's an event. Interesting, Anita. Interesting. And I think you're not alone either. I'm pretty sure there are other individuals out there. They get canvases specifically for events. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Like if that's your boat, you go for it. I will be helping you with that. And there's times like when I first started, I had no idea about events. I had no idea. Also, when I first started, I had a really hard time focusing and keeping momentum and motivation and focus, that doing an event, it was like, oh, my head hurts. And you learn and accept what works for you. Right? But it says, for me, it depends on if it's for an event or if I just doing it as a filler canvas between events. Yeah. And people do that one too, right? Where you have the event, but then you have some time, and then what do you do between that? Perfect. Question 16. What is your favorite season and holiday to diamond paint? Now, I don't usually think about seasons or holidays when I pick diamond paintings. That's just me. For me, it's more about the subject within the painting. Yeah, that's all. Right? There's things I like about each season, and there's things I could do without for each season. But I really don't think about the seasons. For me, it's more about the subject of the image and what it connects for me. Question 17. Do you work on one kit at a time or have multiple whips at once? Now, this is a great question because I know when I first started, it was one canvas at a time. And I marveled at people going, oh, I got this one and this one and this one. I'm like, what? How? Maybe I can do that too. So I tried it. The most kits I can do is 5 or 6 at a time. But they also can't be very large canvases. And they all need to be part of a theme. I have a really hard time personally to go from like a mermaid to a dragon to wildlife to abstract and going, okay, I got them all. I have a hard time connecting them and staying motivated to it. So I also don't like whips. I like finishes. And when I can't get a finish and I have too many whips, I just find it overwhelming. I find it overwhelming for myself because I didn't finish it. I didn't meet my own expectation. Other people can do it. You start getting into this, and I'm like, ooh, maybe it's just not for me. One that says I usually have 5 to 6 going, but may sound crazy. I only have 3 whips right now for those that know me. Works lots of, sorry, I've got the little thing there. Works lots of canvases in a month. Yeah, you do, Muttnuts. You do. And I like, there's other individuals, and I'm not going to name them. There are other individuals. They go right through them. I'm like, whoa, how can you go through them so fast? I'm like, oh, I'm slow. And then I'm like, I'm going at my speed. They can go fast. They enjoy it. I go my speed. And that says, it bothers me when I have too many going at one time because I can't decide on how to work on them. LOL. That's another part of it. Yes. Because when I did have like the 5 or 6 going, I had to find other containers to put them in. But then there were no labels on them. So I end up taking one canvas out and then I'd grab like the wrong container of drills and I'm like, oh, that's not the right drill. Okay, now where is this one going? Okay, what did I do with it again? So now I color coordinate. I do. I have some tubes. I have the little suitcases and they all have different colors. I'm a color person. I'm visual. That works for me. And I put a picture of the canvas inside the container. That works. Okay, 18, neutral or dark pieces or colorful pieces. So what kind of canvases do you like? Do you like the neutral ones? Do you like the dark ones? Do you like colorful ones? I like them both. I don't like dark art, but I do like the simple and elegant ones. I like ones where there are like lights emerging. I like bright, colorful, whimsical, fun, nature, flowers, calming. Depends what kind of mood I'm in. I know I don't like the dark arts. That's just my personal preference. And some people love the dark arts. I have a friend who loves the dark arts. I'm like, you go for it. You know, well, it's what makes the world go round, right? Manette says, I'm fast when you speed up the video. Yes. I'm going to have to try that. Manette also says, I have a whole system for my kit ups, right? Like kitting up is a whole system in of itself. And there is, again, no right or wrong way of doing it. Nuts likes all of them. Anita loves them all in terms of colorful or natural or neutral dark pieces. Okay, 19, guys. Large canvases or snack size canvases? How do you define large or snack size? That's my question, because what one person may think is a large can be a snack size for somebody else. So for me personally, anything less than a 50 by 50 or 60 by 60 is a snack. And I usually don't enjoy them. Hello, Mickey Sunshine. How are you? Right? And for me, I like the larger ones because you can see more details. I like the details. Right? See, I like the details. This one has gorgeous details. So to have a painting like that, a 30 by 40, it's not even justice. Don't even go there, girlfriend. Like that needs to be large so you can see all the details. And I love the details. Hence why I like Josephine Wall. Mutnut says she loves all sizes, right? So like I have another one here that I got at one of the retreats. And, you know, it is a 30 by 30. It's not bad. Now, mind you, there are ones that are little tiny ones. Like at the other retreat, some people got like little mermaid decals. Oh my God, they were so cute. So cute. Jada Gem did one that was like a little mermaid custom for us. Oh my God, loved it. I think because it didn't require a lot of details and it was fun. That's what I like about them. If it's something else, it's like, I'm not getting the details out of it that I want. Each person's different. Anita says, I love large because I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Snack size goes too fast. I tend to agree with you, Anita. It's a challenge for me. Now, mind you, my 120 by 150 Josephine Wall canvas, that was a little bit of an overshot for me. but I'm going to work on it still. Yes. Over 50 is large, less is a snack. Same here. 50 by 50, if it's less than that, it's a snack. I have a few 20 by 20s. Nice. Mickey says, and confetti. Oh, I love my confetti. I just like the colors. Okay, question 20. Here we go, guys. We're on the last 6 here. Okay. Question 20. Do you place diamonds with tweezers or a pen? Tweezer? Yeah, I looked sideways because I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I know. I just said that out loud and my cheeks are going red. Yes. I will sometimes use a pen with a single placer. The most I can multi-place is 4 to 5. I am anal. Yes, I said it. I am anal because I need to be straight. So I'm a tweezer placer. Okay, question 21. We're on a roll. Squares or rounds? Give me squares any day. Any day. But do not give me a square that is a 20 by 20. Nope. And yes. So just to get it clear, I am a large 60 by 60 square confetti tweezer single placer. It sounds like a Starbucks order. Mickey says, yeah, and that's a snack and a good break. Muttnut says, I will probably be doing time-lapse videos with them. Anita, I try tweezers, but my hand shakes too bad, so a pen, and I'd only multi-place 4. You do what you need to do. Absolutely. Yeah. Muttnut says, pen for me all day. Anita, I prefer squares, but I will do rounds, depends on the picture. Mickey is a pen. So yes, those are all great responses. And I agree with you. Part of the reason why I stuck with tweezers is because diamond painting is my mindful grounding. And with the pen, I can just do. With the tweezers, it helps me focus and slow down. Because when I'm using my tweezers, even though I may think I am nice and calm, I go to pick it up and I squeeze too hard, it goes boom. And I'm like, ooh, okay, I am not as calm as I thought I was. And off I go. And it does it for me. It just calms me down. Now, mind you, do I have? Yes, I do. Sorry. This is the pen I use. This is from Crafts with Crashly. So single placer, and then I've got my multi-placer. And it's very light. These are my tweezers now. Don't mind the dirt that's on them, because I've been using, this is my very first tweezers from a DAC kit from 2022. So I've taken a squishy and I've put it on my tweezers, and it's the right space for me to just simply grab and go. So I really don't squeeze a lot. And you can slide up and down. I've seen other people put their squishies on each side. Some people don't do them at all. If someone can make a tweezer that is soft on the hands, I would buy it. But I haven't found one yet. Okay, stop whispering, Rhonda. Okay. And I love squares because to me it gives me the feel that it's covering the whole thing. Don't get me wrong, because rounds has the color in the black back too. For me, it's the clicking sound of the drills going together. I love it. Love it. Right. And I will do rounds depending on the picture. If it only comes in rounds and I love the picture and I love the rendition, I will get it. Mickey says, you and me both. Mutnut says, I do rounds and squares. Yep. Everybody has their preference. Some people, either one. Mickey's squares all day. Well, that would be of course, Mickey, because you are square. Sorry, I couldn't resist. You and I are in the same, we're in the same box. Square is square. Lee says, I use the squishies as a stopper for my trays. LOL. Yes, and people do that too, right? So they take the squishies and that little spout, they put it in there, right? Now, I would hope, Lee, that you don't put it where the hole goes out so the drills can pop through. I'm pretty sure you don't. But yeah, people do that as well. Okay. Question 22. What is your favorite method for placing A-B drills? Now, I know community members have all different ways of placing A-B drills. Some people will only use putty on A-Bs because the wax will take it off. Some people only use tweezers for A-Bs. Since I prefer tweezers, there is no difference for me. Whether I am doing regular drills, ABs, crystals, dust, metallics. Now, mind you, I did do one from Gemstone Creations, and it has special shaped drills like teardrops. Tweezers don't work. I don't know what I was thinking. I end up just using my pink wax. Right? Mutnut says the pink wax that comes in the kits, some people find them works great for them. Anita says, I use glue dots and putty. Right. It just depends. Whatever works for you, go for it. Okay. 3 questions left, guys. What is your preferred method for sectioning off a canvas? Now, there's so many ways you can section off. And what do I mean by section off? So you have the plastic over top, and then you want to work in a section and you just kind of peel it back. Now this one, for an example, there is no plastic. I pulled it off because this is all color blocking, and I just checkerboarded it, and I'm just going to pop in the drills afterwards. Now I have tried different ways of sectioning off my canvases. Part of it was just experimenting. Part of it was I was new and I didn't know. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to play with this. Mutnut says she uses release papers. Now, I do a combination of different things depending on what kind of mood I am, what the canvas is. So that one you saw I had no sectioning off. This one, I've used washi tape and I've done the whole grid because it's a smaller canvas. Okay. And then I just cut them off and peel it off, do it. If it's not there, then I will take a release paper. If I can't find the plastic again, or I can't remember what side it is, then I'll put a release paper back on it. Other people, and I've tried this one as well, and I've done this one as well, is I will cut down the side and it becomes a flap, and I use my cover winder to hold it back. And then when I'm finished, I can pull the plastic back up. Is there a specific section that you work on first? I really don't have a whole whack of consistency. I have tried top to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top, middle outwards. There's no real right way or wrong way. Whatever just works for you. Okay, 24. what other crafts and hobbies do you do besides diamond painting? Oh, see, Anita says, I've tried them all, release papers, washi tape, and now I just cut my plastic by how much I want to work on it. Yep. Might not use this 4x6s or 6x6 release papers. Good for you. Good job. Anita says, I do upper left corner to right, then reverse. So you do like the zigzag. Yep. Yep. So what other crafts do you guys do? Now, for me, this is a loaded question. It's more of what won't I do? No, I know that's a loaded question and that's a loaded answer, but it's actually very true. I sometimes feel like I'm a kid in a candy store, or sometimes I feel like a squirrel in a house full of nuts, because I'm like, ooh, 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 oh, I have to go back and do that. No, sorry, I just hit the table. It says, if it's a 40x40 or smaller, I go bottom to top, left to right, and bigger count says it's top left to right and down. Interesting. Anita says, I used to do every craft in the book, but I only diamond paint now. Mutnett says, I diamond paint in color. Yeah, there really isn't anything I won't do. I love puzzles. I garden. I have played with clay. I started that this past year, and I was like, ooh. I have a string art project that I'm working on. I have my beaded embroidery. I did painting yesterday, splatter painting. I do genealogy. And there's many things I have on my palette list. It's kind of like my bucket list, but I call it a palette list. Tempor, embroidery, quilling, miniatures, woodworking. My next project will have to do with this. So not only will I be doing this one as a diamond painting and blinging it up, I got permission from the artist to convert this one into a cross stitch, and I'm going to add beads. Now, I've never converted anything into a cross stitch before, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so now the last question. Oh, this is going to be good. Who do you tag to do this video? Well, I've tagged everybody here. I want to know what all your answers are. Rachel says coloring and crochet. Anita, too many crafts that I couldn't decide on how to divide my time. Isn't that the truth? Hence why I have like multiple starts, and I've got all these ideas, and the one thing I'm very consistent with finishing is my diamond painting. But my bead embroidery is over there. And I like coloring. I am learning how to blend colors to get more of the actual colors I like. So who should I, or who could I tag for this? Everyone that's here, I thought of you. I did. And even if you're not here, but on the replay, I have a list. I even created a random wheel of names with all these names so I could spin them and decide. I think what I'm going to do, there are so many people I have gotten to know that I want to know more about. And I have to pick some. I need to pick some. I can't pick them all because you all hate me at the end of this. But Muttnuts, I'm going to tag you for sure. I'm going to tag Lori from One Fun Diamond Painter. I know they say tag 1, but I'm going to tag 4. So Muttnuts, Lori. I want to do Randy from You Can Call Me Butter, and Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights, because I would love to know how everyone, how they work. It's great to see people, but I want to know how you are you. What makes you you? That's the ooey gooiness I like. So Monday says we'll do it in my Tuesday live. I'm holding you to it because, well, no, let me rephrase that. I'm looking forward to it because I'm definitely turning in. I have nothing on Tuesday, so I will definitely be there. So, did you guys learn some fun stuff about me? Did you go, oh, I knew she was kind of weird, or I knew she was square, but not quite that square. Maybe you go, yeah, I knew that a long time ago. I could tell you that a long time ago. It's all good because that's kind of what makes the world go round. And if we were all the same, it'd be a very still world. So I hope you guys have liked this. I hope you have learned a little bit of things about me. A little bit more of my personality is coming out. The questions are in the description below. By all means, tag someone and learn more about a person rather than just seeing someone. Because we are much more than what we look like. And sometimes more than what we say. Sometimes our mouth goes and our brain goes, why did you just say that? So, I'm just take a look in here. Anita says the questions were fun and great. Icebreaker. Yeah, I'm so glad I was tagged. And I learned so much about Rebecca G. Lee says, I have not been diamond painting long enough to have a real answer for them. LOL. Rachel says it was fun. Okay, Lee. So maybe change the questions to something else, some other topic. What is something you do? Or instead of diamond painting, how did you meet Lenore? Now, the way I met my husband is another story for another time. But it was before online dating. It was phone dating. So that's another story. And it will be 30 years this December. So anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for sharing my little quirkiness. Hope my answers were interesting. Well, they were authentic. What you see is what you get. I am hoping you guys are all doing well. Stay safe, and thank you for being you. Remember, you matter, your voice matters, you are enough. Really enjoyed my time here, and I will see you guys over in other people's lives. I will see you on posts, events, and until then, I will see you soon. Yes, I will see everyone on Tmaw's later. I will be over in Mickey's. I will be over in Jennifer's. Like Friday night is like party night. Well, online at least. So until then, I will see you soon, raccoons. Bye.